Greetings, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading. I want to let you know that I always align my intentions to bring you guidance for your highest and best good. To choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of the crystals I'm going to introduce to you or one of the cards I'm about to reveal. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. All right, for the first reading, Labradorite. And for reading number 2, Pink Opal. And for reading number 3, Bumblebee Jasper. All right, let's look at the cards. For reading number 1, this is the image. For reading number 2, this is the image. And for reading number 3, this is the image. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever image or crystal you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. If you're drawn to more than one, then you are welcome to watch and listen to more than one. There might be additional messages for you there. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the card Home. And this symbol is the symbol of the morning star. It's a call home to yourself, your truest self. You can meditate on this symbol, and your guides want you to know that you are exactly where you're meant to be at this time. You're not too late. And the stone or crystal that goes with this reading is Labradorite. Perfect ally for a call to yourself, a call to home. Labradorite, when you turn it, it has these little flashes of blues and greens. It may be difficult in the light on camera to see, but it mirrors the way spirit reveals itself in little glimpses, reminding us that there's always more than what first meets the eye. It awakens your intuition, your psychic gifts. It might be called the stone of magic. It heightens clairvoyance, clairaudience, and dream work, strengthens your connection to guides, ancestors, and the unseen realms. And it protects your auric field while you explore higher consciousness. It balances the aura so you can stay grounded while moving through mystical states, and it can shield you from potentially draining energies or psychic intrusions. It's all about transformation and self-discovery, helping you shed illusions and embrace your truest self, and encourages trust and faith in your own path, resilience through these transitions, teaches that darkness is not the absence of light, but the place from which it is born. It resonates with the third eye and the throat chakra, helping with intuition, inner vision, and authentic expression, and can also connect to the crown chakra, supporting mystical states and spiritual downloads. All right, let's find out some more from the tarot cards. And your guides are telling me that you're very close to something. You're almost there, just a little bit further. Just a little tweak here and there. And they're showing me somebody's comment. I do read all of your comments. Somebody made a comment, something along the lines of, we're always evolving and growing and unfolding. And they're saying that that is true. Yes. And so you're almost at, they want me to clarify that when I say you're almost there, you're almost home to yourself, that place where when external things and internal things happen that encourage you to evolve and grow, they will be less challenging or painful. You'll be more balanced in the face of change and challenges. All right, these cards came out, so let's take these three. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. You can improve the reception of downloads, spiritual downloads that you receive. Look at the spiritual energy, the energy everywhere. We are energy. We're surrounded by energy. Everything is that energy. We exist in this quantum field. And so you can improve the reception of spiritual messages, downloads, excuse me, by utilizing your senses. We see someone here holding up a candle, and they have, it looks like bowls of crystals and plants, using elements of nature, embracing your senses. You know, it could be in your own backyard or going for a walk, listening to the birds, watching the squirrels play, excuse me, and feeling the breeze, the sunshine, smelling the air, connecting to nature in that way is really going to strengthen your connection to the other side, the realm, the other realm, the ether. And it takes consistency. The Eight of Pentacles is about creating a daily practice or creating a weekly practice, some type of consistency where you sit down with your inner voice, even if it's just for a few minutes, and maybe write it down. Write down any message that you receive. And over time, the messages that come through will come through with more clarity and less distortion. If you feel resistance about writing things down, we have access to things on our phone, speech to text on your notes. You could create a file where you write down these spiritual downloads or insights. And they don't have to be big. And then you'll go back and read them later. And just like the color of Labradorite revealing spiritual insights a little at a time, you're going to go back and read these notes. And you're going to have a deeper layer of understanding to add to it. And you can also write down your dreams. You can, if you have oracle cards or tarot cards, pull a card each day. Or you could simply ask your higher self or your guides, what message they have for you. But doing this on a regular basis, the consistency is key. The more you practice, the better you're going to sharpen your skill. And it's not going to just be a flash of insight here or there. Your enlightenment is not going to come in a flash, but you are cultivating this relationship with this energy, this spiritual energy, through a daily practice or a weekly practice. The Nine of Swords is often seen as somebody experiencing anxiety, fear, and it's mental clutter. It clutters the mind. This daily practice is going to help relieve this anxiety and clutter and distortion of the energy. And Labradorite helps integrate shadow aspects without fear and allows you to return home to yourself, which is what this whole reading is about. It helps clear the noise of the type of energy that we see in the Nine of Swords. So the shadow might be doubts, doubts about, what you feel you can and can't do, self-judgment, any type of fear, anxiety. And your higher self isn't beyond you. It is you. It's you without that distortion. Look at how we see this one kind of ghostly, spiritual bird. It even has that kind of aura that Labradorite has. That's the higher self. And to embrace your higher self, you want to meet your shadows with compassion instead of resistance. So if you already feel worried about something or anxious, instead of adding shame to it by shaming yourself with judgment for feeling worried, act with compassion and use this daily practice to understand what this worry is telling you. Where is it coming from? And ask your guides, ask your higher self to show you the path to the highest and best good action or thought. What's the doorway to liberating yourself from this worry, this concern, this fear, this anxiety? And see it as a doorway to connect with your higher self. Sometimes at night, many times it does look dark here. Many times the Nine of Swords is somebody in bed with the swords hanging over them, because we lie in bed and we replay the day's events of what we did wrong, or we worry about the next day. And so what you can do is just place your hand over your heart and with compassion, I hear you and I love you. And this simple act can help transmute fear into presence and presence into alignment. I hear you and I love you. You're speaking to that fear and that anxiety. And then call in your higher self to transmute it. Trust. You can even ask your guides and your higher self to help you transmute it in a loving, compassionate, gentle way as you sleep, so that when you wake up, you feel rested and ready to meet the next day. And the Knight of Swords is, look at now this bird. First we see these birds kind of, there's even clouds behind them. It looks like they're almost flying on top of each other. It's distorted. Here we have one bird soaring, up high with ease. So it's accessing your higher power. We see this knight running towards the motorcycle. This is fast, fierce, unstoppable. This is you attaining a higher power. And higher power isn't outside. It rushes in the moment that you trust that first spark of truth. When intuition strikes is when you want to act. Don't let hesitation distort the message or dull the blade of your spirit. Your higher power is accessed through courage and trust. So when you receive this download, speak it aloud, write it down immediately, and declare it as though it already has weight and meaning in the world. This is how you align with the stream of higher will. This is really powerful, reading number 1. I see you, just this little tweak of daily practices. I know many of you are already doing a lot, and you're almost there. It's just tweaking it ever so slightly. Through these daily practices, cultivating that familiarity with working with the energy around you through your senses, speaking compassionately with that part of you that experiences fear and anxiety, worry, concern, and asking your higher self to help you transmute it. And then through all of that, you will be accessing your higher power. It's going to move through you. It is in you. And it's going to allow you to act courageously without that doubt or fear. Reading number 3. Reading number 1. Maybe you're meant to listen to 3. I don't know. I haven't done that one yet. But reading number 1, very excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the transmute snake symbol. And snakes shed their skin, so they're a wonderful symbol for transmutation, and there's something you're being invited to shed and to transmute. Taking something, maybe a wound, a hurt, a belief, and transmuting it into something beneficial for your growth. And I love that you have pink opal accompanying the energy of transmutation. It's a stone of spiritual awakening through love. It helps old wounds to surface gently, whether it's grief or heartache, so that they can be released without feeling overwhelmed. It's especially supportive for anyone healing from heartbreak, trauma, emotional exhaustion. It resonates directly with the heart chakra, opening you to compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love, and it balances self-love with love for others, reminding you that both are sacred and necessary. It encourages inner peace and calm, carries a soft, tranquil vibration that eases anxiety and restless thoughts. And I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it has such a very soft pink color to it. Just like a very sweet, enduring, pure love. It's helpful for sensitive souls who may feel overstimulated by the world, and it also encourages restful sleep healing dreams, good dreams. It strengthens your connection to your higher self. So if you came from reading number 1, this may be a good ally for you. It acts like a bridge between your tender human heart and your eternal soul. It reminds you of your innate innocence, purity of spirit, and why you came here in this lifetime. Your spiritual downloads may come through more as feelings rather than thoughts. And you're being invited to listen with your heart. All right, let's get some more information from the tarot, see what else we can find out. All right, we have 10 of Cups. Two of Cups. Wow. And the Sun. Oh my goodness. Amazing. If you have been feeling heavy, burdened, heartbroken, that is about to change. Look at these cards. This reading is all about love and harmony and joy. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate harmony card. It shows family. It's about community and emotional fulfillment in all areas of your life. You know, everything under the rainbow, right? Spirit is reminding you that self-love and love for others are not opposites, but extensions of the same current. If you do not fill your cup, you cannot give to others. So self-love is required in order for you to love others for the best and highest good of everyone involved. If you only give to others but not to yourself, you will not have anything left to give, and there will not be harmony. So when you fill your own cup, you naturally overflow into others without depletion. So balance comes not from dividing your energy, dividing your love, but from recognizing its infinite source. Cultivate joy in your own practices, your own rituals, moments of laughter, nourishment, creativity, play. When you are aligned in your own emotional wholeness, your relationships with others will reflect that harmony. what you want to transmute is this old idea of being a martyr or sacrificing yourself for the benefit of others, or that it's selfish to love yourself. Because balance comes when you recognize that loving yourself deeply is the most generous gift you can give to those around you. Otherwise, the acts that you do for them are empty. They may even be filled with resentment. You may still do the same acts. You may still cook for them and help them, but the energy that is attached to it isn't harmonious and loving. And the way to keep that energy harmonious and loving for their benefit and yours is to take time to fill your own cup. And the Two of Cups is a card of soul union. It's both the result of transmuting these old ideas into this new belief that nurturing yourself helps you to nurture others. The Two of Cups is the evidence of that strengthened bond with others, but it's also a card of a sacred partnership with your higher self. Your higher self steps forward to be the other cup, to return to purity of spirit. You want to meet yourself with reverence, as though you are both the lover and the beloved. It's cultivating this relationship with your higher self. Your purity isn't something that you lost, but you can remember it each time that you look at yourself with tenderness the way your higher self sees you. Spirit is saying, enter a conscious relationship with your soul. You know, it's this loving energy that you see and feel with pink opal is how your soul feels about you, and mirroring that back. I mean, you could literally look in the mirror or look at your reflection in a bowl of water and practice saying gentle affirmations, or just having your hand over your heart and whispering, I love you, I honor you, I see you. And this is going to rekindle that childlike innocence, that purity of spirit, that sacred union between your human self and your divine self. Your higher self wants you to know that you are a divine being and you are truly loved. So much love. There is so much love from your higher self. Look at this. These practices, filling your own cup, nurturing yourself, rethinking any beliefs about self-love and self-care and self-nurturing, recognizing that It's how you become a better partner, a better friend, a better parent by nurturing yourself and connecting with your higher self. This is where it leads. The sun is joy, clarity, vitality, divine radiance. It is the purest card of innocence. It's your spirit. Reborn isn't quite the right word, but maybe recognized. Balancing self-love with the love of others and returning to your own soul's embrace, you arrive at this place of radiant authenticity. You begin to embody your higher self with ease. It's like your higher self really begins to embody your physical body, and you feel like this. You feel this harmony. You feel that relationship, that love, that self-love. And it's shining without effort, simply being who you are. It leads to unshakable joy, flourishing creativity, and a sense of divine purpose. Feeling illuminated, having your path illuminated. Practice playing, laughing, dancing, singing, simple pleasures. Just being like a child, playing in the sun, with your arms raised open. Reading number 2, I'm so excited for you. This feels so beautiful. I see you transmuting loss, grief, wounds, guilt into something really beautiful. Your higher self wants you to know you are a divine being, you are loved, and you deserve the kind of happiness and joy that you see here on the Sun card, that kind of energy. Please let me know what you think. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the card Transformation. We see this beautiful butterfly here, and your spirit guides want you to know that you are beauty. You are beautiful, and you deserve to be seen. And this is very specific, but you are being encouraged to wear color. Wear bright colors. Maybe some of you already are. Maybe you're even drawn to orange, but whatever that color is, you're being invited to be seen and wear color and invite color to your life and see the beauty that is in you that radiates out, and allow others to see it. And the stone that you chose, Bumblebee Jasper, it's actually not a true jasper. It's a rare mix of volcanic matter with sulfur, which is where that yellow is coming from, hematite, and arsenic minerals. So this is made of earth and fire, and its spiritual energy is just as bold as the colors that it has, and you're being called to wear. You know, it's a call to courage, joy, and transformation, a perfect pairing for this card. I love how that works out. It's all about empowerment and courage. It resonates strongly with the solar plexus, your willpower, and the sacral chakra, creativity and passion. It helps dissolve fear of change, igniting boldness to pursue your purpose. I'm also hearing don't wait. Don't wait until something happens to feel beautiful. You are beautiful. And recognizing that beautiful is that internal understanding helps you see it externally. Bumblebee Jasper encourages you to step into leadership and self-trust even when others doubt you. It carries the energy of the bumblebee, industrious yet playful, vital to life yet gentle in rhythm. It infuses your aura with optimism, motivation, and zest for living. It's like a little pick-me-up when you're feeling heavy or stuck or fatigued. It injects you with joy and vitality. And because it is a fusion of fire and earth, it teaches that growth comes through embracing intensity and change, and it encourages seeing challenges as opportunities for rebirth. It aids in releasing limiting beliefs that prevent personal evolution. And it helps with creativity and manifestation. It stimulates new ideas, sparking passion, sparking projects into motion, encouraging risk-taking in creative pursuits, and removing hesitation around your self-expression. It helps align actions with, excuse me, higher purpose, so manifestation flows with clarity and enthusiasm. All right, let's find out some more about what you're being called to transform. What's keeping you from believing that you're beautiful? And how you can embrace that beauty. What's this about the bright colors too? All right, Knight of Pentacles. Look at all the colors. Oh, let's see. Okay. Yeah, 2 came out. We have the 3 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I see that you are hardworking, like the Knight of Pentacles, steady, diligent, detail-oriented, dependable, but sometimes so focused on duty, what you're supposed to be doing, work, the next task that you miss the living beauty around you and within you. Seeing your radiance is not a lack of, not seeing your radiance is not from not having radiance, but it's a habit of placing worth on what you do. Feeling, tying your value to what you produce. Feeling like only are you valuable if you can have acts of service or productivity. So then you may start to self-criticize or compare yourself to external measures, bars set by society, or this person already has this, or they've already accomplished this, or they've got these many diplomas or degrees or whatever it is. That diminishes your vibrancy, your light, your beauty. And also the belief that beauty is in these outcomes rather than you just being you. Look at all of these beautiful things in his wake. These colorful pentacles, shields, mandalas. But his back is turned to them. Your radiance is not in the perfection of your efforts, but in the sacred presence you bring into each moment. So the night is reminding you to slow down, stop and smell the roses, lift your gaze, recognize that you already shine, not because of what you accomplish, but because of who you are. And if you start wearing those colors now that speak to who you are, you're going to start embracing that energy. It's going to be part of your transformation. Dress like who you, I don't want to say want to be, because you want to be you. So it's not like you want to be someone other than you, but dress more like you. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, the Three of Swords is, look at this card. It looks painful. It's heartbreak, grief. And it's the piercing of illusions. It acknowledges that the belief of, the belief of not being enough or not being beautiful comes from wounds, echoes of rejection, criticism, and sometimes that criticism, we echo it back to ourselves, right? It's loss that once, carved our heart. To transform this belief, you want to grieve what is false. Release the old voices. So It's like you're having a funeral for these old critical voices that were harsh, that judged those moments where you felt unseen or uncherished or unloved, undervalued. Have like a little release, a little ceremony, grieve them, whatever that process looks like for you. These aren't reflections of your innocence. They're just projections from an old wound. You see these projections, these red threads coming from the energy of a wounded heart that can bind you. So it's time to mourn them, release them, and transmute them. Acknowledge them, name them, allow yourself to feel the sorrow, but without the shame. If you hear noises in the background, those are the dogs. And you can place a hand over your heart and breathe light into those scars, into those cracks, those carvings. And you could even use a crystal, and imagine that, hold this crystal, imagine that you are sewing or healing those wounds in your heart. See it, feel it. Invite your guides, your angels, your higher self, your ancestors to come in and help you heal those wounds and feel it. Your beauty isn't diminished by scars. What they're saying to me is chicks dig scars. I don't know if you've heard that before. But your beauty is revealed through the scars, not diminished by them. And the Three of Swords teaches that radiance comes when the heart that was once pierced becomes a vessel of compassion and strength. And the Queen of Pentacles embodies independence, sovereignty, grounded abundance, and self-nurturance. She knows her worth. And it doesn't come from comparison, but from embodying her own fertile power. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you all have a power of creativity. The courage for you comes from rootedness. When you nourish yourself, body, heart, spirit, you act from a place of fullness. And this Queen of Pentacles reminds you empowered action begins with trusting yourself and knowing that you are already a source of beauty and sustenance. So dress the part. If you trust yourself, if you believed you were beautiful, if you believed you were powerful, what would you wear? Walk in those shoes. Claim your space without apology. Dressing, creating, and moving in ways that honor that radiance and your sense of beauty. Not for the approval of others, but what makes you feel powerful, beautiful, radiant, like a leader. What makes you feel that way? Dress in those clothes. And offer your gifts with generosity like a queen, knowing your radiance is replenished and it's not diminished when you share it. Be the fertile ground. root in your own worth. Act from the richness of your being. All right, if you were called to this reading, I want you to put in the comments what color you're going to start wearing. What is your power color, your beauty color, your radiant color, I know you have an outfit or a jacket or a pair of shoes that when you put it on, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're not putting it on because somebody else thinks that it looks good on you. You feel the power of yourself when you put it on. That's what I want you to find. What color is that? And I want you to put that color in the comments. Reading number 3 is so excited for you. This transformation feels very powerful. Your higher self has your back, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.